we're going to show you a quick demo of both the VisionPass as well as the MorphoWave product. So the first product that we're going to be looking at here is the MorphoWave. And if I turn the MorphoWave like this, the first thing that you see is it does have a really nice large touchscreen on it. And this is really usable in those two-factor authentication or three-factor authentication scenarios where you have maybe the use of a card and a PIN, and the screen can actually be used as a PIN input device in something like a data center where there is higher factors or higher security levels required and more factors of authentication required. The screen is not only used for PIN entry, it's also a very good information device. So it will show you who was identified, it'll show you the time someone was identified, and with certain integrations, it will also show you the reason that someone was identified or not identified. Then we also have the card reader built in here on the MorphoWave. And this will read, as we said in the presentation, your Prox, your iClass, MyFair, and DesFire. And very soon we will have the mobile variant available for the MorphoWave as well that will read the HID mobile credential technology as well. Now, in terms of the simplicity of use with this device, it is extremely simple. You just take your hand and you swipe it through. Now, the fastest performance you're always going to get is when you're leading with your index finger first. So when you're swiping with your right hand, it's from right to left, and with your left hand, it's left to right to lead with that index finger first. But the device was designed to cope with all different kind of use cases. So if you're using a single finger, for example, the device will still work. If you're going the other way, the device will still work. Even if I maybe do something like this, the device will still work. Swiping both directions actually work. Let me just do it the wrong way around. You'll hear access granted. And if I put my hand in like this, still access granted. So the device is very user-friendly and definitely adapted to all different types of use cases. And just to prove that I'm not just getting access granted, what I'm going to do is one's thumb is not actually enrolled. So if I put my thumb through here, you will hear that access denied. So I'm definitely not cheating the system or spoofing it. The speed of this device is just absolutely mind-blowing. Even before the edge of your finger leaves the device, you should already be identified. So just to show that again, you'll see it'll give access granted one after the other. And this is how we're able to get that throughput rate of around 50 people per minute. Again, just talking about the output options of this device, it does support your standard Wiegand output as well as OSDP and OSDP secure channel as well. Moving on to the VisionPass, which is, as we mentioned, our facial recognition reader. Also, the idea is always to keep it as simple as possible and make sure people don't have a hard time adapting to new technology. So the idea is I just look over at the device and I immediately get access granted. Now, one thing that you'll notice is I am actually currently inside the read range of the device. So the device knows of my presence. It knows I'm sitting here because I am within what we call the intention zone. But because I'm not looking at the device and I'm not showing intent, the device is not trying to identify me. So again, looking over at the device, very quick, within less than 1 second, it's able to do an access authorization based on my face. But as we mentioned in the presentation, the device is very adaptable to changing face conditions as well. So what if I maybe add, I've got a couple of things here that I wanted to play with today and show you guys. So firstly, if I add a hat to the mix, I'm still wearing my normal glasses, add a hat. You'll see we still get that really fast, really easy access granted. What if I change my normal glasses for some dark sunglasses? So putting these on, you know, I'm sort of disguised now, but is the device going to be able to identify me? And again, looking over at it, I still get that really fast access granted. So even maybe adding things like headphones, looking over at the device here, and we still get access granted, really simple and really easy. So one thing when we show this, people always ask, but What about when someone is wearing a mask? Is the device still able to work? So especially now with the global pandemic, we've enhanced the algorithms that we use inside of this device, and we've enhanced the AI that it uses to be able to identify people regardless of the fact that they're wearing a mask. So I'm going to grab my mask here and put that on, and you'll see I'm wearing the mask properly as well. I'm not pulling the mask down like this. I'm not pulling it down like this. The mask is being used properly as recommended. So again, looking over at the device here, I still get access granted without no problems. Maybe adding my normal glasses, still get access granted. So the device, as I said, highly optimized for this type of environment. Even if people are wearing masks, face changes, all of this type of stuff, the device can really work around that as well. Now, not only does our device support people wearing a mask, but we can also do what's known as mask policy enforcement. So what I've done now is I've enabled what's known as mask policy enforcement on the VisionPass. So if I look over at the VisionPass right now, you'll see the device gives access denied. And the reason that it gave on the screen was access denied, user not wearing mask, or let me just double check, user without mask. So if you look over at the device, you're not wearing a mask, the device can help in those environments where you need to do some sort of policy enforcement. And you'll see if I put the mask back on here with mask policy enforcement turned on, I get access granted again as soon as I wear my mask, and it's actually enforcing that behavior. So that, and then the last thing that I wanted to show about the VisionPass, it also has a card reader built into it. So the card reader is actually integrated into this section, has the very large touchscreen on it as well for your two-factor authentication, same as with the MorphoWave, and the same type of information can be displayed on this device as well. Well, I hope that you've enjoyed this demo and that you have a great day further.